Hey, geez. Hope everyone's going good. Yeah. Right now I'm in Colombia, new place. As I say, new place, new bitches. At least that's what I say. Now, today I want to talk to you about how to become an alpha male G. When it comes to women, there is literally only one rule you have to follow, and you'll tell the girl to get naked, and she'll do it on command. Okay, which is you need to be an alpha male G. Now, what does it mean to be an alpha male G? It's basically synonymous to being a high value man, which gets thrown around a lot. But for me, being high value does not entail just becoming rich or having money, being successful. In fact, that has very little to do with it. Just because you have money and just because you're quote unquote successful doesn't mean you're an alpha male G and might even make you a bitch. Okay, because women are then gonna see you as an ATM. Now, the single most important thing when it comes to being an alpha male G is confidence. Now, before people now say, "Oh, confidence, I heard that before. How the fuck do I get confidence?" Let me tell you how you become confident, okay? And why women know that you're not confident. Confidence is directly correlated to your level of skill. How fucking skillful are you as a man? What can you do? What are your capabilities? Look, a man is measured by what he can do. It's really that simple. The reason you respect certain men, sports-wise, money-wise, or for example, you respect me because I'm good with women, is because of what I can do or what they can do. He's the fucking best when it comes to playing football. He's the fucking richest guy on the planet. He's better. He has more capabilities. Now, very simply put, you can increase your capabilities and that will automatically make you more of a G. Now, if you imagine the nerd, the typical nerd, all he does is fucking jack his dick and put sperm all over his pants. He can't do shit, right? He basically can't do shit. And the reason why this guy doesn't get women is because he's not useful. What do you want to use him for? He can't protect the family. If he gets fucked, if this sperm somehow manages to get near the egg and they make kids, this guy's useless. He has bad genetics. He can't fight. He has no muscles. He's probably not smart. He can't protect the family. Like, what can he do? Like, it would literally go against evolution to pass on these genes. Evolution wants up, an upwards trajectory. We become better and better and better. That's why women filter for men who are better than them, who have better capabilities. Does that make sense? Now, today we're gonna talk about the three most important capabilities you need to have if you have these three capabilities, you're basically gonna be more alpha than 99% of all males on this planet. Number one, and I keep talking about this, right? Which connected actually to the two basic fundamentals you need to have in order to get an abundance of girls, right? The two are social skills, which we're gonna talk about now, and basically just looking good, right? But we're gonna cover that later a little bit. But number one, the skill, the capability you have to develop is social skills. Now, I don't just mean like talking, hey, this and that. I mean basically reading people, reading what people like want, how to react, how you can put yourself in a position where you're a leader. That's what I mean with social skills. The more you have this capability, the more charismatic you become. And the more charismatic you are, the more people are drawn to you, aka women. Now, let me give an example. So let's say we have two guys. There's one guy, let's say he has basic social skills. He can talk this and that, hey, how you doing, whatever. He has, some friends here and there, typical guy, average. Now, then we take another guy, okay? Everybody likes him. He's charismatic. He can talk to anybody. He can make people laugh, okay? When he talks to women, he's carefree, okay? If he texts females, he knows what to respond because, he can already like kind of sense where the conversation is going. If it's going in a sexual way, he's not creepy. He can steer conversations. In fact, he can even like go to places and just people are going to instantly like him because he's radiating charisma. Now, that would be like the pinnacle, right, of social skills. And it goes even further. I mean, if you're really that good, You can control people. You can control men. Why do you think fucking Napoleon had an army of men, even though he got defeated, and he came back and fucking went back and created his army again? Like, do you think that just fucking happens? It's because he has charisma. People are drawn to him, and females respect that. That's why the party guy gets laid. Okay. And that's even why the fucking drug dealer gets laid, because he just knows all these people. He knows everybody. He's like connected to everybody. And females want that. Especially, and that's why I put this first, especially social skills are probably the most important out of all the three that I'm gonna name, because that's what's the most important to fucking human evolution. Think about that. A million years ago, or let's not go that far, 50,000 years ago, Stone Age, whatever, no technology. We didn't have fucking money. We didn't have anything. It was just social skills and you dominating other people, and then physicality is gonna come later. But you dominating other people, you were able to direct what people are gonna say, what to do. It was social. The social construct was the most important thing. If people didn't listen to the leader, they were fucked. They were literally fucked. That's why, for example, authority is one of the biggest human motivations there is. If you have an authority, people will do what he says. If he's an authority, if the person views him as an authority, the chances of him doing what the person says is basically 100%. And I don't just mean authority, okay, governor. I mean like you view him as an authority. For example, if I was your role model and you viewed me as the utmost authority, and you basically every single word that it says, you're like, this is literally God speaking to me, then you will do everything I tell you to do because I'm your God. So that's why you need to be able to use social skills so that you can have an authority figure. Now, number 2, which is money, the skill of money. Look, money is very important. And I put it at number 2 because if you don't have money, there's no, like, it gets exponentially harder to be confident. All right. I remember when I was poor as fuck, I would go on a date and I'd have $10. I'd be like, fuck, should I split the bill? What should I tell the girl? I mean, I got creative. I wouldn't like go out to eat all the time. I would like go like just walking, have a walking date. It makes things different. You can do that. But it would fuck with my confidence. Now, a few years later, and me becoming a bigger G, my confidence increases. I can literally go into a club and I'm like, okay, if I want to, I can just order a bottle. I don't care. And, I can just be the fucking man. Now, imagine right now in your situation, imagine I just gave you a Lamborghini and said it's yours. And you can drive around and you can do whatever you want. You would probably also feel like the man. And if I told you, hey, drive this Lamborghini and tell some chicks on the streets, hey, to jump in, you would probably more likely do it because you feel like it's a Lamborghini. Of course the chicks would want to jump in, right? But if I gave you a fucked up car that needs service and the fucking gas is leaking and it's making some weird noises, and I tell you to pick up this girl or tell her to jump in, you'd be like, I don't know, fuck, what's she gonna say about this car? And that's what I mean. That's why you need the skill of money. You need money making skills. That's why it's important to be in your purpose, right? But being on your purpose, just being on your purpose is not enough. You can just not be on your purpose and still fuck many bitches. That's why I put social skills first. Many guys do the mistake, and you cannot do this mistake of thinking that just because you become more successful, that you're gonna get more bitches. Yeah, you're gonna get the bitches that are like kind of gold diggers and just look for money, but you won't get the girls who, how should I say, you won't get the super hot girls who want you because you're cool. The best way to get girls, the best way for a girl to like you is to look at you and be like, this guy is fucking cool. She's gonna suck your dick harder. She's gonna just be hugging you, kissing you, everything. If it's just because you're successful, because you're the manager or whatever, it's gonna be like, okay, she just wants to be around you, and then she's gonna be asking me, hey, when are we going to eat, and blah blah blah. Like, I'm telling you from experience. Like, if a girl views you, and look, you can still fuck these bitches too. Like, I did it. Like, look, the way I deal with gold diggers is like this. So, I meet her and this and that. I don't know if she's a gold digger yet. So I try to fuck her. And usually with gold diggers, they're like delayed to fuck. So they'll be like, this and that, blah blah. They won't let you fuck the first night. So then the second night, let's say you go out to eat, whatever, and now she's like, okay, I can manipulate this guy now. Then she gives you the pussy. Then after she gives you the pussy and you fuck the shit out of her, now she starts mentioning, hey, I'm hungry, let's go eat, blah blah blah. Let's do this. It's basically all related to money. She might even upfront ask you for money. And when this happens, you just tell her, no, we're not gonna eat. And if she asks for money, you just ghost her. But you still fucked her. So you won. So that's how I deal with gold diggers. But look, I don't. They probably think I have more money than I have. I don't like to say how much money I have anyway. You can think whatever you want. Whatever. But that was my point to that. But you're gonna get girls like that if you just use a success route. You want to use the cool route. You want a girl to look at you and be like, this is my God. Like whatever this guy says, I'm gonna do it. You want to be able to play with a girl's mind, and you need social skills for that. You need charisma for that. Okay, money puts you in a higher authority figure as well, because as I said, the more skills you have a man, the more capable you are. But just relying on money, you'll be fucked. I'm telling you, you will not get pussy just relying on money, and the pussy you get is gonna be asking you for money. Okay, now number 3. The third, this is not in order. Actually, this is in order. The number 1, social skills is the most important. Now I put money in second, but actually what I'm going to talk about right now is probably the second most important thing a man has to have in terms of capabilities, which is, I call this physicality. You need to be physically dominant. Probably at least 80% of the reason why I get girls is because of my physicality. I don't even use much game, okay? I don't use much social skills. I don't give a shit. It's basically me on my Tinder. I have muscles. I look good. I tell the girl, hey. She says, hey. I ask her either, what's your Instagram? What's your number? Right? And then there, after the second message, I ask her, hey, you want to hang out? She says, yes or no. We hang out. Talk. Just let her talk. Ask her some basic questions. Hey, how's your day? Where do you live? Which places have you visited? Which place would you like to visit? Blah, 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 blah. I never remember the conversation anyway. And then I asked her, hey, you want to come back to my place and watch a movie? She says, yes, I fuck her. Let's face it, there is no game involved. So, and people always tell me this, hey, Prince, you look like a model, blah, blah, it's unfair. Like, bro, that is such a dumb thing to say. Do you think this muscle was built by itself? Do you think this glasses, like, I just fucking found them on the floor and just, oh, glasses, or just watch all this fucking style and this and this chain? Like, I thought about how to improve my looks. I grew a beard, which is also what made me look way more attractive, right? But whatever. The point is, you have to improve your physicality. Physicality is the most important. If you look physically dominant, you are gonna look hotter. Plain simple. It's like I'm fucking explaining the obvious here, but people don't realize that they have to work on the obvious things. Okay, improve your social skills. Make sure you can talk to people, be rich, and be big. I mean, if you have these two things, you won't fuck pussy. Like, there's no way on planet that if you know how to talk to girls, or just talk to people in general, and have money in the fucking bank account, and you're big, that you're not gonna be a fucking cocky ass, pussy fucking motherfucker. I mean, there is no way around it. So just work on these 3 basic things. Now, in terms of capabilities, of course, as I said, the more the better. When I talk about capabilities, I talk about everything. If you become a better car driver in the next 3 months, you will become more of an alpha male G. If you learn, and literally, I have my driver's license in Colombia. I'm gonna get my Colombian driver's license for a motorcycle, even though I can't drive a motorcycle, but he's gonna teach me 4 days. So now I can fucking ride the motorcycle. So now I know if there's a fucking accident and there's only a motorcycle here, I can just get in the motorcycle, tell the bitch to get the fuck back in the motorcycle and fucking drive off. It just gives me more confidence. Like it shows your brain that you're a G because you can just do shit. That's my point with all of this. Okay. Let's say you're like super good. You can fucking let's say you could fucking what's it called? Fucking drive fucking driving fucking Fast and Furious style, okay? You can fucking swerve corners And then if you have to, you can fucking jump out of the car and just get a motorcycle and drive off. And at the same time, if fucking enemy comes, you can just punch him in the face because he's super big and super strong, right? And then you fucking James Bond style fly to another country because you have multiple residences everywhere, which is another capability. You can just fly everywhere you want. You have multiple passports, right? And because you look so good, the bitches are attracted to you everywhere you go, right? And because of your social skills, you don't even need to speak the language because you're just naturally charismatic. You put it into translator, you smile a little bit, and people think you're nice, right? I mean, don't you think that's gonna increase your confidence if you can do all that shit? And at the same time, you get fucking money in the bank account, so you don't even check if you're buying stuff. You know, buy, whatever, buy. Oh, bottle in the club, buy. Hey, more bottle, second bottle, third bottle. Oh, the bill, here. Like, that is what you need to be as a man, more capable. There's other capabilities. Being a genius, being super intelligent, right? But intelligence is not really a capability that you need. Like, I'm serious. You don't need to be intelligent to be an alpha male G. You just need to do shit. It's more about doing. Smart people are usually dumb. But we're gonna cover some capabilities in another video. Now, if you want another video where I talked about this, where I went into more in depth as well, then make sure to watch the video called "How to Be a High Value Man / Alpha Male." Check it out.